right, time to get into WWF SmackDown for March 29th, 2001.
Yes.
The go-home show to WrestleMania 17.
I was watching during this time. Can you believe that?
We get the greatest hardcore match of all time at WrestleMania 17. This is actually the go-home to just that match.
Just holy fuck.
I feel like it is, actually.
That's what people remember the most from that pay-per-view is the Big Show.
You know what's crazy?
Hardcore?
It's actually probably one of them. I feel like I hear that match referenced quite a bit.
It's Austin Rock.
I remember that. I remember where I was watching that match.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Yeah, like I remember like the moment, and I don't know why.
The glass spot, right? That's probably what.
It's got to be the golf cart spot.
Yeah, the golf cart.
It's the golf cart spot. I think I remember the most. As a kid, I was like, "This is fucking so cool." What the hell?
I can't wait for them to put that in the games. That's what I thought was. I got close. I got a forklift. Whatever. I'll take it.
Crazy fucking pay-per-view, of course. All-timer pay-per-view.
Yes.
But we're going to talk about the show before the pay-per-view.
Yes.
So let's get into it here. We had a cold open. 3 days ago, wrestling died forever, and it never recovered.
Fuck. Jeff Jarrett.
Vince McMahon bought WCW, and it showed it on a Sony CRT TV overlay.
That was awesome.
Vince is talking. What is the fate? The fate. The fate.
The very fate of W is in my hands.
I now own WCW.
And then they cut to a shot of Vince in his office, and I don't know. I guess Vince couldn't figure out, what show was on what channel, so they specifically had two CRT TVs, one that said WWF on top and one that said WCW. Couldn't figure it out.
I can't read.
What is, these both shows look the same. Jeff Jarrett's on both of them. What the hell? Why are they, the only line that they showed from that was him firing Jeff Jarrett, man.
Yeah, I don't know if he knows how to spell, actually. He says Jeff Jarrett is GOONNEE.
He's
gone, Tony.
Goonie.
Jeff Jarrett is a goonie.
Jeff Jarrett is goonie.
That's probably why I let him go the first time. He didn't understand the fucking gimmick, man.
I don't like how to spell.
Never understood it. Double J, what the hell does that mean?
I don't want to fucking spell. Bitch, wrestle.
Vince says he will sign the WCW contract at WrestleMania when Ted Turner walks down the aisle and hands it to him.
You think there was a world where that was almost a thing? Has that ever been discussed?
Way.
Ever?
Ted Turner would have shot on Vince McMahon.
That would have been so sick.
Ted Turner was down like that, man.
You think Ted Turner had hands?
Ted Turner lost like $1 kabillion running WCW. He would have fucking taken Vince out in a second. Are you kidding me?
Mr. McMahon, get down.
Vince says WCW is buried and will stay buried, and including my son Shane.
Buried.
You will also be be you piece of shit.
I will continue to bury you for the next 25 years.
WCW sucked. It always sucked. It was never good, and it still sucks today.
Sucks now. It'll suck tomorrow, and it'll suck in 2022. I promise you that.
Shane, of course, walks out on WCW television during spring break.
What the hell?
At the beach. With a turtleneck on.
That flight must have sucked, cost-wise.
Dude.
Oh, during spring break? Oh, shit, no.
God, spring break flights are fucked up, brother.
Shane is fresh off his hose era, man. He gave up on that. He said, I got a business to run.
Yeah.
Turtleneck time.
I heard WCW's got some bodacious tatas over here.
We get WrestleMania rage party.
We're
shit
done. Dude, hose era, done. Turtleneck time.
Yeah.
Turtleneck is spring break, hose era over.
Shane and the Mean Street Posse with bodacious tatas running WCW.
What year was that? 2000?
Shane was... That was 99, right?
99. Hose era way over.
Shane was
Hose era. This is adult Shane now. Turtleneck running business. No way.
He has Stacy on his arm after this.
No way, dude. That's a Test thing. That's a Steiner thing. No way.
We forget that.
Hose era's over.
Okay.
I mean, the contract even read SHHAAAAAE.
Shut up.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah. That was at the end of the contract.
Bam.
I still remember watching the WCW feed of that where it echoes twice. Hey, Vince. Hey, Vince.
Oh, yeah. We reviewed that, I believe.
Yeah. It's fucking crazy.
God, we reviewed a lot of stuff, haven't we?
While I was watching this, I almost panicked halfway through because I thought we watched this already.
I've seen a lot of this before, yeah absolutely.
Yeah.
Of course, everybody on the ground intro starts playing.
Smoking crack.
I guess, I don't know if this
was-
is true or not, but
Yes.
I guess it didn't occur to me that they could actually play like sound effects during the pyro. I'm like, how do they get the pyro to sound exactly the same every single show? I don't know if this is true or not, but they
think it
could have
is.
done that.
I'm pretty sure they do. I think because I mean the only reason I'm sure back then they could have, because I know they did it. Remember Ryback's entrance when he would hype up and like smash the thing? He didn't actually have pyro. It was just sound.
Right. Yeah.
So like they definitely could have did that. So they probably were canning audio.
I mean, there are
pyro.
real fireworks that make that noise, but
It
they
is.
probably just
Sure.
use the same ones.
It is loud as fuck in person, but yeah, I could see it not translating as well to TV, so they had to like put some sound in
for
there.
sure.
Also, there was a lot of shots in this SmackDown intro that I wasn't familiar with. I was like, this intro feels off. Like, there's a shot of Big Show's head steaming.
Yeah, that's right.
That's I don't know here, man.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Okay.
The best shot, or my favorite shot in that thing
Rikishi?
is, well, I mean, obviously, but Steve Austin drinking the beer right towards the end. I don't know why that's.
Oh yeah. He's
Iconic.
guzzling.
Yeah, I think it's the
that's
way
true.
it looks.
Pew, 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 pew.
We start the show off, huge fucking Benoit sign here, just massive, and they stay
with a
on
big
it forever.
drawing of him too.
Yeah,
Fucked up
Crazy.
drawing of this guy. What
there's
the
a
hell?
ton of signs here. Ton.
Oh yeah. There's one says meat curtain and one says lick bag. So
Those are like the wrestling connects people signs, but
Of their time?
but for 2001.
it's like who farted? Dude, someone brought a who farted sign to Dynamite, by the way.
Whoa, yeah, I think you saw it on
Saw
Reddit.
that. Yeah, I know he saw it on
No, man, come on.
Reddit. He saw
Come
it
on,
Dude,
man.
I'm thinking of the Wrestling Connect side, but it's like meat curtains and it's actual curtains.
People
Opens it up and there's a camera. Look at this.
enjoying wrestling through meat curtains.
They're not ready for that, man.
No way.
Holy shit, that's so like 2099 wrestling though.
2099, we're coming.
That's fucking right.
Hell yeah.
So you know what's funny, man? Vince buys WCW, right? All right, this
Yes.
fucking company's dead forever.
Fuck
so we're
this
gonna
place.
kick off SmackDown with a 20-minute Triple H
Holy,
promo, man.
holy
He
shit,
said we
man.
can do whatever we want.
Didn't matter at that
Yeah,
point.
whatever.
They had no competition.
Where
It
are you
doesn't
gonna
matter.
go? Where are you going?
This was the worst ever.
Dude, I was so bummed out.
Dude, this is horrible. When Triple H came out and did his whole entrance slow time, I said, Jesus Christ.
In the jeans and the vest and
This look
Dude.
is insane. I want to show
This
up to
is like
DPW like this.
Halfway there, man. Comes out with the denim fucking vest or the leather jacket with the hat.
The
But he
beret.
doesn't come out to my time anymore, man.
Yeah.
That's so sad. That's
Yeah,
so
I know.
fucking sad.
I know. Speaking
Stephanie
of,
and the cops are here with him, though.
Yes, Stephanie and the police, because Triple H has a restraining order on Undertaker, and Triple H is out here to announce his retirement. And everyone's going to post pictures like he died or something.
Yeah, black and white photos for some reason.
They all, speaking of the theme song, they have little advertisement for WWF The Music Volume 5. And I love the cover of WWF The Music Volume 5 because it is The Rock holding a pie, which is, of course, Rock's insinuation of pussy, of course.
it's just American Pie the movie. It's all it is.
It's Rock here with some
Dude,
pussy.
Pussy was so popular in 2001.
Dude, I heard there's a pussy shortage these days.
I don't know how Shane was fresh off his hose era in 2001. Come on,
Pussy
man.
was
Bring it
so
back up
over.
a few notches. You're missing out, man. So
Bring it back.
Stephanie looks just fantastic here, by the way.
Good for her, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Triple H wonders why he doesn't have a world title shot at WrestleMania because he is the best wrestler, and
I mean, that's fair,
he's
I
getting
guess.
shot. They chant asshole
argument.
at him for like 2 straight minutes.
Well, he says, why did I get a shot at WrestleMania? And Cole says, well, Stone Cold earned his by winning the Royal Rumble. Yeah, well, shut
Fuck
up.
you, man.
Shut up, bitch.
Triple H says Undertaker made the biggest mistake of his career when he said that Triple H could not beat him.
Oh, no.
Triple H says Undertaker's yard is in the middle of Triple H's world.
Whoa.
I feel like we hear that line for 20 more years.
Yeah, Triple H.
Yeah.
They
They
Triple
run
H
it
should
back
just-
during the Hell in a Cell match. I'm sure they say it again.
Every wrestler that wrestles Undertaker after this at a pay-per-view says this shit, man.
yeah.
You know what's crazy about this is that Triple H kept insinuating that he was talking about The Undertaker, but no one understood what he was talking about until he said my yard.
Yeah, you're right.
He was like the phenom. They're like, I don't know.
And he's also said you've only seen a small, little, itty bitty titty committee portion of what I'm capable of.
He said, I got 20 minutes. I'm freestyling. I don't know. It showed footage from last week when Taker came down to the ring handcuffed.
What a
This is
dumbass.
insane, by the way. Taker just waddles down to the ring handcuffed, and then Triple H beats the shit out of him with a sledgehammer.
What do you expect was gonna happen? He was gonna throw big boots and just get the fuck away with this.
Triple H said, yeah, look at that. Beat you up, bitch, bleed. Look at that.
Come out here. I'm gonna
Dumbass.
whoop your ass. I'm gonna whoop your brother's ass. And I'm gonna whoop your ass again. Fuck
Yeah, he
you.
said, look, your brother was watching. Who, Kane? I see my brother because he knows my name.
There's so much fucking. Dude, there's so much time. They recap SmackDown and Raw during this.
They
Triple
have
H is
to.
promoing through the whole thing, by the way.
Fuck.
It showed footage, from Raw where Triple H hit Taker with a chair, and then Steve Austin pinned Undertaker. Triple H says Undertaker said that I can't beat him. Well, up until now, I haven't even tried.
True. That's for true.
I said,
Keep
all right.
rolling.
No.
That's not over yet. Undertaker's got to pontificate. It's time.
I can't believe they were letting this guy come out here talking freestyle mode. I was like, oh my God.
He talks for somehow seemingly longer than
Taker was freestyling even worse.
He comes out and says it's not a game anymore. What the hell? Oh, did you guys notice the cops here? Who are the cops?
Oh my God, Bobby Roode and Ken Kennedy.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet.
Robert Roode, what the hell?
That's
Wow,
awesome, man.
okay.
They should have.
I guess the other guys were wrestlers. I didn't recognize
Probably,
them, though.
yeah. Yeah, they didn't get the Triple H rub.
Undertaker music hits. He has Roland still.
Yeah.
Just based on that, Undertaker obviously should win.
Sure.
Taker says that he has a little bitty when he
committee.
was a little bitty dead man.
Oh,
I said,
well,
where
he
are we
does
going
say
with
that.
this? Taker says and he does like a little thing with his hand where he's like, this is how tall I was. So when I was a little bitty dead man, I had to go to school just like everybody else.
He was dead in
You're
school.
killing the lore of the Undertaker right here. Just burying
No.
fucking
We're
shit on
good.
it.
Good. Taker says, when it was time for recess, they sent my little ass home. You know why they sent me home? Because I don't play games. This dude came out here after Triple H got a 15-minute promo and said, yeah, they used to call me Ranch. The way I was dressing. What's wrong with this guy?
Fuck off. Fuck
Undertaker was
you.
so lame in school that they sent his boring ass home because he was bumming everybody out. Get your dead little ass out of here.
I don't play any
Didn't
games,
get
man.
picked at any of the baseball games or nothing. They
He
said,
was
you
getting
gotta get out of
annihilated
here,
in
man.
dodgeball. You know that was fucking
Go
happening.
home.
Yeah.
Go home.
Can you imagine this little goth kid standing in the corner? I don't want to play games.
Pick me.
He never
doing
got
the-
picked for dodgeball.
Stop doing the eye roll thing, you little fucking weird guy.
You freak.
In my yard. No way.
No, it's the schoolyard, man.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Yeah, Undertaker got his ass whooped. That's why they really sent him home.
Undertaker then starts talking about dogs.
Oh no, man.
What did he say
Yeah.
here, man?
He said, "You made reference to my yard and how I run it. You're feel pretty proud of yourself for the 16 staples, I guess, from the sledgehammer or chair. Holy shut. Oh God." He says, "Sometimes when you jump over that fence and you end up in the big dog's yard, that doggy don't move. So you move a little closer.
What?
And that dog don't move some more." He's
I swear he does it like 5 more times. You take another
and then
step,
you
dog
move
still
a
don't
little-
move.
You move a little closer and you look down and you wonder, what the dog doing?
You want to fuck the dog?
And then
What the dog doing?
the dog raises his head and you realize all along what the dog was doing. And then the dog gets his boner or something.
Just fucking. Can we bring back WCW yet? Like, what's happening here, man?
No
I
way,
can't
man.
believe this is
Nowhere to
happening.
go.
This is crazy.
Where are you
WCW
going?
died, and within the same week, WWF said, "Yeah, you guys go do that promo. You guys go do that. Talk about the little bitty dead man."
Taker said, yeah, that's when a dog gets his bone. And Michael Cole says, "Oh, whoa."
Yeah.
But somehow it gets even worse. I don't even know.
We love you, dead man.
Yeah,
right.
bone dog.
All right, so Taker talks about dogs in fucking school, and then Taker starts walking to the ring. Stephanie starts. I can't even understand her. She's screeching so badly.
I have a 20-foot restraining order against that man. He's in violation.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So Taker said, okay. Princess,
Shut your face.
Shut your face.
Shut the hell
Before
up.
I take out my little bitty dead man.
I got a little bitty dead man right here.
Look like a dog.
And if you get a little closer, he might not move. He's playing dead.
I don't play no
Anderson and Bobby
games.
Roode said, now hold on a minute. You freak.
We're going to TNA soon.
We'll go to TNA.
This shit sucks. We did it.
We are doomed. We are
Taker,
doomed.
okay, so Taker said he made 3 phone calls. I think he actually said he made
brother.
2 phone calls and then added a third one.
This is insane. He said if I showed up tonight, you'd have Johnny Long waiting on me. I don't want to say it.
Who the hell's that?
I don't know. It's not a DPW. I'll tell you that much.
No way.
I hope not.
He called a lawyer, a bail bondsman here in Detroit.
Yeah.
Because if he goes to jail tonight, he will be out in 12 hours.
Now, why? How is it? What? How are you allowed to get away with this? Why are
Yes,
you
I
allowed to say this
negotiation.
on TV? We have a corrupt system here
Well,
in
it's
Detroit.
Detroit,
Yeah.
Detroit's finest, you know. They're
If it was
they're real
WCW,
crooked.
we'd have Detroit's finest. You're right.
That's true.
Third call was 911 because Triple H will be in need of medical help here tonight.
So not only did he call a bail bondsman to get himself out of jail for a crime he is about to commit, but he told the cops that I am going to
Self-snitch.
commit a crime. He loves the police so much that he
That
called
was
them
the Undertaker
early.
that said that.
I'm calling the cops.
That was the
Again.
Undertaker.
This is Mark calling. I need some cops here.
So
This is what the
Undertaker
Undertaker's
rushes.
gonna do.
Undertaker rushes Triple H and beats him up. And well, you know it, Taker gets handcuffed again.
Well, I mean, how you think a bunch of people tried to break the restraining orders that night because Undertaker was just breaking the law and getting away with it? I'll do what I want. I'll get
Yeah, it's
my
like a free
restrain-
night.
Yeah, purge night, Detroit style. Fuck.
Oh God.
So yeah, Taker gets in, starts whooping Triple H's ass. Taker beels Triple H into the cops, which I thought was actually pretty sweet. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
And then Taz, they're taking him away again. And Taz on camera says he's willing to go to the joint. He's willing to go to jail. Well, he's gonna
right.
get out in 12 hours, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, none of this matters. He actually made it sure none of this mattered because he said I'll be out. So okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Don't worry, I'll
Why
make it to
even-
WrestleMania Access. I'll be there, signing autographs.
You think he would not like tell you he's gonna be out because it creates suspense? But no way. He said no, I'll be there.
I'm gonna sign autographs in 12
And
hours.
if you come up to me, the dog might not move. You get a little closer.
You gotta get a little closer.
So we get a WWF propaganda video about how you shouldn't be
dangers.
starting backyard feds.
Don't be a bonehead.
Mick Foley said, "Don't wrestle in your backyard." Now, Mick,
Jeff Hardy is trying to tell me
Jeff Hardy.
not to backyard. Are you fucking kidding me?
No, Jeff.
You and your brother trained each other in the backyard.
we go backstage. It shows Undertaker being escorted out by the cops.
I jumped off my roof after that video, by the way.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. I definitely made a "Don't try this at home" in my backyard video with my friends.
Absolutely. I was jumping off the rails.
Push my friend down the stairs. Don't
Shit
try
was
this at home.
I don't think it's actually. I think it actually informed kids that you could do this at home. I don't think anybody was
You
really
just
thinking about it.
shouldn't.
And they said, "Yeah, check this
Yeah.
out."
Yeah. You can.
Because it
but
shows
just
a bunch
don't-
of cool clips. It's like Jeff doing the Swanton Bomb and like Mick Foley doing power drivers and shit. Oh,
Hell
dope.
yeah, it was awesome,
I'm gonna do
man.
this.
I'm gonna do it right now while I'm watching the show.
Backstage, it shows Taker being escorted out. He asked the cops if they can stop to get some donuts.
You guys gonna take me to jail because I'll be out of there. He said, "You guys can take me to jail because I'll be out of there before we get there." Huh?
How you do that? Okay, how you
Doesn't
know?
matter.
That's how it
None of
works.
this matters.
Okay, how you know? So the Rock just shows up.
Yeah.
And William Regal is about to get slammed and jammed
Oh,
epic
no.
style. He had no
Oh,
chance.
no.
The Rock
is not.
never gave anybody a chance ever.
No way. We were talking about that. I feel like the other day, like nobody even tried to like whoop his ass when he was just running them down for 10 minutes. Like if one person just would have ran up and said, "You better shut up, you better shut the fuck up, and just slapped him around. Like, it probably would have stopped a lot of trauma for everyone in the future. But no, they just let him do it. Billy Gunn just decided to fucking have his career shit on.
Oh my god.
And then he took it out on everyone else for the rest of his life.
So that's never happening again.
Also, how's The Rock's call time 20 minutes after Raw starts?
No, don't even get me started on Steve Austin's call time.
Dude, if our fucking wrestler showed up like 30 minutes after the show started, I'd be so fucking mad.
What are you doing?
Well.
In a fat fart? Well, that wasn't his fault.
No, that was travel issues.
Rock,
Yeah, that's what Rock said.
Well, if anyone showed up late in a Fat Farm jacket, I might let him go.
Yeah, that's true. With the little gear on it. I like
I
that.
think that's
yeah.
okay.
William Regal says Steve Austin will be here tonight, and please do not fuck with Steve Austin, as Vince McMahon does not want you to. And The Rock sits there for a second and just looks at him. Aren't you the guy that drank pee last week?
Oh, you're also a messenger boy.
Why did you do this? Regal
listen,
says, look, man, I'm just trying to tell you what Vince told me to tell you. I'm just trying to... So you drink pee?
You like the taste of piss?
Listen, I am the WWF commissioner. Well, I'm The Rock.
WWF champion.
Oh, fuck.
No.
Oh, fuck.
He's about to end this man's whole career.
This boy.
Look, man, Vince asked me to drink pee. You peeing?
You like it?
You want some of The Rock's strudel piss?
Regal just is sitting there. He's like, oh, man.
You want to drink some Brahma urine?
Whoa, down, big fella. Whoa.
Why is he getting an erection?
Rock got an erection talking about
Piss in
pee.
Regal's mouth.
Oh, fuck.
Turns out The Rock is the piss boy. That's
You
how
like
it
that?
is.
Because I do.
Wants more piss?
That's awesome. Maybe we
Follow
can
me.
talk about this. That's awesome.
WWF SmackDown is brought to you by Stacker 2.
Hell yeah, of course it
Lori
is.
Lard Tobacco Company Youth Smoking Prevention Program.
Okay.
I actually had to go back like twice to like write that.
I thought it was a youth smoking program where they just
Please start
hang out.
smoking.
I
Taz
was in
style. And Chef Boyardee overstuffed beef ravioli.
Stacker 2, a real serious thing, and fucking overstuffed beef
All I
ravioli.
gotta say, like, stop smoking, and then here's the APA with cigars playing cards.
Smoke.
We have APA versus X-Pac and Just Incredible with Albert.
Thankfully, Just Incredible is not in the long tights yet, so they still had a chance here for him. It doesn't
And he was
last.
still, he was still doing the entrance, and everything.
Yeah.
And
Dude,
to
I
be fair,
forgot.
this looked straight up like the Impact Players, like
Yeah.
WWF version.
I forgot
Did
Incredible
they,
had like 4 different runs in WWF, and even like
Jesus.
ECW.
Oh, yeah. Aldo Montoya
Holy
Shouts
shit.
out.
Oh my God, yeah, with the little gimmick on
with
yeah,
the
oh my
face,
God.
with the mask
Yeah, that
thing.
was
Yeah,
rough,
yeah.
man.
I don't know. The
I mean, they
Portuguese
had Al
Man
Snow
Award.
coming out. Well, they have Al Snow coming out.
Oh,
They said
yeah,
this is Lee Cassidy.
Avatar. Yeah.
Leaf Cassidy.
I barely know him as Al Snow, and you're telling me he's Lee Cassidy?
Just Incredible is lucky that they didn't have him come out as the fucking Portuguese Man Award.
They should have him come out and scuff Steve Austin like Goldberg.
He
And
did.
you're lucky
That's what he was
that didn't
doing.
happen.
That is what he was doing.
He was already doing it.
That guy.
Hey, who's that? You look a little bit like Stone Cold. Oh no, Rock! No, Rock! Not now!
Do you like piss?
Rock's just there.
He's in ringside.
What? Do you think that they ever saw Horace Hogan?
No way!
I feel like Hogan had to at least be like, "Hey, I got this guy."
Oh
man,
yeah, I
like,
guarantee
my
he pitched
cousin."
his
Really? Because in my
yeah.
mind, Hulk Hogan hated Horace Hogan.
No way, that was his boy. He got him the
Yeah.
job
he
in
would have never got
WCW
it.
in
He
the
never
first
would have
place.
been WCW if Hogan didn't like him.
No, I'm sure after though. I'm saying like as it went on, he's like,
Who was it that hated
Get this-
Horace? It was Russo, I think. I think
Me.
Russo was like, "No way." What do you mean you hated him? What'd you hate about him? He was a worker. He's the only good Hogan.
What was his finish?
The Stone Cold Stunner.
Well,
or ace.
Back in the good old days, everyone had multiple finishes, so you never
Sure,
really knew.
yeah.
What is
of
a
course.
finish, Johnny?
Like, that's a good question, Avatar.
How many video games is Horse Hogan in? So there you
He's
go.
in one.
Yeah, well, there you go. One's
Fair
one
enough.
more than most people.
That's true. Did the bell ever ring for this match? Because I feel
Oh, I
like
don't
it didn't.
know.
Yes, it did, but not on this because they dubbed the theme song over so you can hear the bell ring.
Oh.
They took the only goddamn good thing about this.
I got
and said,
everything I
"Fuck."
ever wanted.
Dude, yeah, you can't even give X Factor a chance if you don't got Uncle Cracker on this son of a bitch.
I can't believe it. Like, this was just horrible.
Fuck, man.
So Farouk does a hammer throw, catches him. I guess it was supposed to be into a power slam, and then midway Farouk said, I'm going to do a backbreaker.
Holy shit. He fucking kills him with this crazy ass backbreaker, dude.
Yeah, that was nuts, man. Farouk was a
Awesome.
beast.
Farouk was awesome.
Bradshaw goes to attack Credible on the outside, but Albert hits a pump kick and then throws him
Bicycle.
back in.
Yeah,
No,
fuck
it's a
Yeah, we said
scissors
bicycle
kick.
axe
A
kick, scissors
scissors kick. they say scissors like 4 times.
Scissors. Where's your scissors, Albert?
Just Incredible and X-Pac get a double suplex. And Bradshaw kicks out at 2 by throwing X-Pac straight into the air.
As he should.
And then Bradshaw starts whooping everyone's ass.
That's classic. That's the classic shit. I love when Bradshaw's going crazy when he drops the elbow. That's what I know he's saying.
that's coming, yeah.
Yeah, the excited Bradshaw.
This is
elbow.
not wasted energy.
Yeah, for sure.
X-Pac hits a spinning heel kick on Bradshaw. When I was a kid, I thought that was the coolest move ever. I was like, wow, this is like crazy.
I love
It's like-
doing that in the games. No one would ever fall for it, though. Like, you would hit it and they would just stumble. I was like, oh, come on,
Yeah.
so
Oh,
like they do
damn.
on TV.
Bradshaw catches X-Pac. As he's holding X-Pac, big boots just incredible, and then hits a fall-away slam. And I said, yeah, it's about that
That guy
time.
fucking rules.
Farouk fucking double clothesline House of Fire after he got tagged in, too. They're just running wild, all these fucking guys. No hope for Stone Cold or whatever.
Right to censor comes down to the ring.
Horny.
They start making a fucking mess in here, so Taz gets up off commentary.
Oh, yeah, because he's a part of their match at Mania, right? I think that's
Yeah,
the
yes,
story
right.
there. Right.
And then he starts attacking right to censor, which of course distracts the referee, which allows Bull Buchanan to come in and hit a scissors kick. Dude.
Scissors kick, not only, but it's on Farouk, who is pinning X-Pac. So it's a scissors kick, and he has to like go. It's like a leg drop, really. Like, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Scissors
Yeah.
leg drop, yeah.
Yeah, it was sweet.
He hits Farouk and then X-Pac pins him, and then the X Factor wins.
Yes.
Stevie Richards then hits a Stevie kick on Taz.
Steven kick.
Steven, RTC Steven.
Steven Richards hits a Steven kick
Thank
on
you.
Taz, 2
And then
Z's.
Val Venus hits his rename move. The
Sean Morley.
Sean. Okay, sorry. Sean
Sean
Morley hits
Morley. What did he call that?
He's not
the money
renamed.
shot.
Oh, you didn't rename it?
I know, I was waiting for a second. I was like,
Yeah, I was like, is there
rename
did he
it.
rename that?
No, they
They
didn't.
just say money shot on commentary.
Hell yeah.
Why didn't they rename it?
He hit that on Taz, 2 Z's.
Yeah,
And then and then
we move on.
they do what they like to call on commentary the right to censor salute,
Yeah, they.
which in retrospect,
I wrote down RTC do a strange taunt over Taz.
the right to censor salute, which maybe
Yeah, a little-
don't ever do that ever again.
I feel like there's a reason I don't remember that one.
That I genuinely
I
did
was
not
so-
remember this.
I was very caught off guard as they were. I was watching them, and slowly but surely I was going, no.
This was nuts. Anyways, a limo with WCW 1 on the front license plate arrives.
Sadly, that's not true. Rip. They didn't win. Fuck you.
It wasn't WCW Nitro. They didn't have the logo. It was just Nitro.
Yeah, Nitro WCW 1.
Oh, WCW1. Yeah, right. that's right, 'cause
WCW1,
they
yes,
couldn't get
yes.
they couldn't get the WCW logo. Wasn't that the deal?
We don't want it.
Oh God, yeah, you're right, Tony. They couldn't get like a lot of the assets yet. Like I totally forgot about that.
weird.
Yeah, it was the same thing with ECW. They had like the name and stuff, but they couldn't use like a ton of the assets.
Oh my god, it's the extremists. They're here.
They remember because on top of the TV they just put WCW.
Yeah. No logo. Just
No logo,
white.
just
Yeah.
WCW. It's Shane McMahon.
Whoa.
Shane walks in, sees Eddie and Kurt talking backstage.
Hey, how's it going?
Shane heavy daps all his boys.
Hell yeah.
Billy Gunn gets heavy dap later. Eddie and Kurt, big dap. What's up, boys? You know we're holding it down. WCW style.
Ted Turner. Fuck
I said,
yeah.
damn, he's about to go back into the hose era. Shane's going crazy. What's up, boys?
Yo.
That's that.
Yeah.
So-
oh shit! Oh shit!
So Kurt was telling Eddie, he said, I didn't tap out on Monday.
Yo, hey, listen,
don't
I
know
didn't
what
tap out on
was
Monday,
going
yeah.
Tap out. He said, all right, I don't know what you're talking about, man. Let's keep it moving. So backstage segment, Shane sees Matt
Holy
and Jeff
fuck.
backstage. Shane said, what the fuck is up, boys?
Matt Hardy,
you already know what
the
the fuck's
fuck-
going on.
Matt Hardy, what the fuck are you wearing, bro?
He's got the
You a-
Gateway PC jacket,
They
custom.
turned you into a cow? What happened?
He looks good, man. Got the box and everything. He's looking hot.
Shane's like, hey, how's it going?
Shane-
Lita's okay?
I was like, what happened to Lita? And I was like, oh, she must have got fucked up.
Yeah, Rhino
she got
gored her.
epic style,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Matt asked Shane, is there any news? And he says, I'll keep you updated, man.
Yeah, that's a
Boom,
fuck you.
yeah.
That's a promoter fuck off. Yeah, I
Maybe.
got you. I got you.
Hey man, what's going on with WCW? Yeah, man. I'll, definitely, for sure.
Hey,
Got
man, you already know.
Yeah.
Jeff asked him, hey, what's up with you and your dad? And Shane just blows him off, you know.
Same old shit, man. Yeah.
holding it
You already
down.
know what the fuck's going on. Same shit. Shane was crazy at this time,
He's
man.
the best.
Paul Heyman joins commentary in place of Taz. Paul Heyman says, apparently Vince banned talk about WCW on commentary. They can only talk about one CW, and that is ECW.
Whoa.
Not CW.
CW Anderson, actually.
Cole says, we just saw Shane McMahon. And Heyman says, whoa, Ixnay on the Shane A. Okay.
I actually really like Paul Heyman on commentary.
Paul Heyman is great on commentary. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he definitely gets into it.
He pissed
So we have
off Jim
Chris-
Ross so much.
That's awesome.
Yeah, really. Chris Benoit and Test versus Eddie Guerrero and Kurt Angle.
Yeah, this is a WWF European title No Mercy championship mode match.
It shows footage of Angle and Benoit going back and forth with Benoit tapping out Angle to the crossface. Not officially, but it was a tap out.
And
Great
then-
fucking, by the way, even just the small back and forths here were
was
like,
awesome.
incredible. Yeah.
It just felt like they were actually going, which they probably were, actually.
Yeah, I'm sure there was
You're going to
some,
have to
you know what
fucking
I'm
earn
saying?
this, motherfucker.
So we get into the match here. Test in the very, I'm talking like 2 moves in, hits the fucking Fallout bomb for a 2.
Dude, what the fuck? He had a
and he
huge,
just moves on.
big flapjack and then fucking Dr. Bomb. I was like, what? And then, yeah, Eddie just tags out.
Said,
What
I'm
the
out of
fuck?
here.
They also
I didn't
zoom
do
in
the
on
pump
that,
handle yet.
that big fucking Benoit drawing again. Stop
Dude,
that.
it's huge. It takes up like the whole side of the
I
crowd.
know, big ass teeth.
Kurt Angle low blows Test, locks in the ankle lock, but Test gets to the ropes.
In my opinion, Tez tapped out 40 times before he got to the ropes.
Well,
He was slapping the mat like it was nobody's business.
we're back before the time of Taz. There's no tapping out anymore.
Fair
so we're
enough.
good.
I guess
You
you're
have to-
right.
Yeah, you have to say give up. Kurt hits, which is like a crazy thing to think
Yeah.
about.
No, you're right.
I don't know if people knew that or not, but like before Taz, there was like really like tapping out wasn't like a common thing.
Not really, no, yeah.
Kurt hits 2 German suplexes. Test reverses the third, and then they go into a double down.
Yeah, double clothesline.
This is pretty hot.
Yeah.
Eddie and Benoit get the hot tag. Test fucking destroys Eddie with a big boot.
Eddie
Just-
was holding Benoit for Kurt. And then Test runs in like a fucking train, and everyone just moves out of the way except Eddie, and he just takes his goddamn mullet off. Holy fuck, he kills him with this thing.
How much? This felt like a video game spot.
Yeah, it did. It was good.
Just the execution, everything. Yeah. Benoit and Eddie then touch back to back, and as Eddie turns around to throw the fucking line, Benoit grabs his arm
Whew.
and he goes straight to the crossface, and then Eddie
That
taps
was
out.
awesome.
Yeah, just taps him out right away. I was like, oh,
Every
that's fucking
single
cool.
one of these little back and forths are so well done.
It's so
Like,
smooth. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason. I mean, why there was a huge Benoit sign and all that shit there. Like,
Yeah.
compared to a lot of the guys on the roster, man, this guy was like
Legit.
legit. Yeah, really. I mean, pretty much their entire mid card at this point was like legit all time greatest ever.
Yeah, well,
Which
fuck
is-
Test.
Yeah.
Fuck Test, I guess.
Yeah, well, Triple H had a little thing to say about that. I gave him the European title, dude. Fucking fantastic finish here. Kurt Angle then locks the ankle lock on
Dude.
Benoit after the bell.
This was
and Benoit
crazy
taps.
because they are zoomed in on this Benoit crossface on Eddie, and just out of nowhere, it's just like Benoit's being abducted by an alien. Whoa, and he fucking gets pulled off screen, and it's
Why?
and it's Kurt fucking ankle locking him, and Benoit taps out real quick too. It just puts over the move real well. This is fucking smart
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, these guys were not afraid to like give each other shit.
Yeah,
which
no,
is
it's
cool.
good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they all made each other look good in the end. And then Tess was also in this match.
Fuck.
So backstage segment, Deborah is at William Regal's office.
Deborah.
William Regal tells Deborah that Steve Austin is not here, and Vince will hold her responsible if anything happens between The Rock and Austin because she is currently The Rock's manager.
Yes, and you're married to Stone Cold.
God, man, it's like I see, you watch the My Way promo 100 times. And the Deborah stuff, and like it's funny because even in the My Way promo, he goes, "Yeah, put Deborah, bam,
Just
I tried to get that shit."
stuff it in there. Stuff this fucking part of the angle in there.
What in the world did they do that for? What was the whole point of that?
I want my wife on here, son.
It had to be, right? I mean,
it's a big ski-wo. Oh, Deborah's managing The Rock. Ski-wo.
It's like people just wanted to see the match already. I don't feel like they needed to. I guess hindsight's 20/20 and all that.
Like, piss.
That should have been the real story. Was The Rock's trying to get her to drink pee, and Steve Austin said,
What? She's gonna drink a Steve Weiser, if anything, son.
No, I know what she likes to drink.
Well, they're drinking fucking Busch Light and Budweiser, so yeah, they're already drinking piss.
What heavies, bro?
That tastes like piss, yeah.
Yeah, the boys are drinking piss already. Steve Austin's drinking piss every week.
Deborah says, none of this sounds fair, and Regal says, goodbye. Get out. Okay.
We have the Lugs boot of the week.
God,
it shows the whole animation here with the blue
This is so
dude.
sick. The Lugs guy super kicks a microphone and then grinds the Lugs on the top rope. This is so
Grinding
sick.
was so cool back then, just grinding.
I want
on
this.
those
We need
lugs.
this reanimated for us. Just because it's all orange, just put the Deadlock
Yeah,
logo
you're
on
right.
it.
Really? Wow. I guess so. It's at the end. Every time at the end of these two, it's The Rock doing the people's eyebrow. Even has nothing to do with The Rock. It's The Rock.
Yeah.
The boot of the week. The boot of the week is Shane saying that he signed the contract for WCW. Rock.
Oh my
people's
God.
eyebrow. We go backstage. Shane tells Billy Gunn, he's like, Billy,
Yo.
what's going on, my dude?
Big man.
He said, I own WCW now, right?
Yeah,
Like,
he
it's
said,
crazy.
You're one of the greatest athletes in this company. You know what? In this business, Billy Gunn. He said, hey, thanks. I appreciate that, bro.
Stephanie comes up and says, Vince is insane right now. Shane, you own WCW? You crazy, Shane. You crazy.
Shane says, girl, I own as much of this as he does, and I own a whole nother company. I own so many companies. Oh, well, yeah, Dad's gonna kill you at WrestleMania. Yeah, I'll see you later.
Shane says, no way. He goes, Billy, I catch you, man. Take it easy.
How can you say this is not Hose era Shane, man? That's crazy,
Look, man. He went right back into Hose area. I think he was trying to be real up
He's
the
trying to get
up
out
for
of
the
trenches.
WCW TV.
Sure.
I mean, he's with his boys. Maybe it is like he's out of the Hose era. Now he's in the boys era. He's out of the Hose era. He's
for
in the
the
boys
boys.
era.
Sure.
You can't hang out. You know what I mean? Like you gotta pick a side there. He's
You
definitely.
can take
he's
Shane
definitely
out of the streets, but you can't take the streets out of Shane,
Yeah,
That's
you said
fucking
it best,
true,
bro.
Tony.
You know I own WCW.
And half of this company. I own half of this place and a whole other place.
Oh, the
I'm sounding
PCW,
like
but I still own WCW.
I'm
Now I'm
sounding
about
like
to own
Deadlock
Billy
now.
and the Hardys and everything.
Billy, I got 1.5 whole companies, and I don't know if I got room for you, so I'll talk to you later.
No, man, we trying to sign everybody to WCW. You see
Yeah,
that
man, I'll
roster?
get back to you,
we
bro.
Man, we can't get Hogan or Nash, the Outsiders. We can't get any of those fuckers. You want to come
Yeah,
Now,
on?
you're
Billy,
right.
you remember that segment with the Rock you had that one time?
Come
man?
on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, bro.
Hey. I remember it, and they remember it. So you keep it real, man. I'm gonna talk to you later. Shane style.
Damn, bro.
Video package for Mick Foley, who has another new book. So he is back. He is a special referee for the big man street fight at WrestleMania 17 because he has a new book.
Yeah, this was a strange little fucking setup here. They recap, Foley on Raw saying that Mania wouldn't be Mania without Mick Foley involved, and Vince says, I'm in no mood for this. Get the fuck out of here. I'm so sick of your fucking crusty looking ass. Get out.
Okay.
They talk about this. Mick Foley is ref, and then Foley's entrance hits, and I thought he was coming out on SmackDown, but it
Me
wasn't.
too. Me too.
They
Vince
did this
said,
before, and I think we fell for it. And they did it again here, where like
we
they
always
shit.
fall for it. It's just because it's edited fucking weird. We just think it's the same entrance on the same
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
Vince says, Foley, I fired you a few weeks before Christmas. Oh, no, Foley says this, that Vince fired him a few weeks before Christmas in 2000. He says, I knew what Vince had in mind, and your wife and I had a very important business meeting. Whoa.
Oh, shit.
I introduced her to Mr. Congo.
I peed.
I heard Linda likes piss.
I heard she likes urine. We signed a lot of documents, but the document that I'm interested in is this one that says I could be the special ref at any match at Mania.
Hold on a second, Foley. Hold on. Why would you not put yourself in the main event of WrestleMania? Why would you sign this?
I'm fucking stupid.
You can do anything you want with Linda, and you want to ref a match on the show.
Writing takes a long time.
I got this book. Just read the book.
Have a nice day.
So then Foley's refereeing that match because of the book. We go backstage. Steve Austin is now here.
It's 9:30.
Regal says, "Look, man, look."
Bro,
Vince said,
what the fuck?
Vince said, and Steve Austin says, "Now we can move."
He just walks right by him.
Oh,
Yeah, he just walks right by him. What the hell?
It's actually hilarious how opposite Steve and Rock are.
Yeah. Austin got no time for nonsense. Rock will try to fucking dress you
He
down for
makes
sure.
nonsense.
Yeah.
We go backstage. Vince is with Trish, and he finds the WCW limo backstage.
Who the hell? Who's our parked in my... This is crazy. Who parked in my parking place? That's what it's called. This is
McMahon, sir.
This is my parking place. Who are you here for, pal? Shane McMahon, sir. Shane McMahon is here. And then
That's my son.
dog. Oh. Right. And then
He sees
Trish...
WCW on the license plate, and he makes the most disgusted look I've ever seen.
Yeah.
We see Thomas Hitman Hearns is here ringside with his family. He is a
Who the hell?
boxer.
Okay, thank you for answering before I asked.
Yes, no
Thank
problem. He is
Appreciate
apparently
that.
the Hitman. I don't know
What the
about
hell?
that. Yeah,
Huh.
that was a little crazy.
I've only known
Video
about this
package of a
shit,
bunch of
man.
matches for Mania here. Literally just all of them.
Tell me.
Yes. There was one thing I did want to note from that video package, though, because they go over the Austin and Rock shit. And all this, I mean, it's in the video package at the My Way one at the end, but what a fucking crazy fucker Austin was. This guy was chugging 4 beers at once. And
That's
it
so
was,
fucking
and he-
beast. That's like
Hell
that
yeah, he
Fortnite
did.
shit, man.
That's so fucking sweet. I love this fucking guy, dude. 4 beers in his hands.
Steve Austin hits the ring, Disturb song going crazy.
Hell
Crowd
yeah,
is
man.
erupting.
Fuck
He's
yeah.
going nuts. Steve Austin comes out and tells Rock to bring his little carcass to the ring right now.
I didn't come out to just flap my gums. I got something to say to a man face to face. So bring your little carcass to the ring right now. And just so I make myself clear, I ain't asking. I'm telling you to bring your carcass to the ring right now.
Somebody bring the carcass. Man.
Get the carcass.
Vince McMahon comes out,
Oh no.
and Austin
Listen.
says he.
I wanted the Rock, not a jackass.
Vince is just pleading with him, man. Please don't,
Bro,
look, man.
I've had a bad fucking week, man. I'm not gonna shut up, and I'm not gonna let you asshole.
This feels like a YouTube poop like put together.
Yeah.
Vince tells Austin to please just get out of the ring.
Fuck off, man.
And then Austin punches him.
I advise you get the hell out of the ring right now. And he pokes Austin in the chest. Austin doesn't even wait. Austin just wails him in the fucking head. And
Kicks the shit out of him.
he starts stomping him out. He follows him out of the ring to continue whooping his ass.
Rock comes out with the belt during the ass whooping and doesn't even try to. He just walks to the ring with the
He throws it on
belt.
the floor.
Just tosses the belt.
What the fuck? But then they have the stare down, which is pretty fucking
Oh
sweet.
my god! I couldn't believe we were watching this in like
Yeah.
real time here on this
Because
thing.
I've only seen it with a effect over it.
I
feel like.
just one.
Yeah.
Austin says Rock did something no one has done before.
Last Monday night. I never caught that he says it like that until this one. I'm glad you came out here, Rock. Last Monday night, you did something that Stone Cold ain't never been done before. You gave Stone Cold Steve Austin a Stone Cold Stunner. No one ever did that before to him? No one hit him with the stun dog?
Now I
That
am
can't be
not
right.
Vince
positive.
McMahon did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
He had to have, right?
I was thinking in my head that's got to be like when Team 3D's like we never lost a table match in TNA, but they have. So.
Yeah, that's true. And now that when you finished giving me the stunner, you proceeded to drink Stone Cold Steve Austin's beer. That's fucked up. And I know you're in my space. Hey, you're in my space right now. You might want to back up.
He does not back up.
He did not back up at all. You might not believe me when I say this, but I respect what you did. because ain't nobody did that Stone Cold Steve Austin before. Give me a damn beer. Give me one more. And he
I love how Austin was pissed that The Rock drank his beers. They were like Busch Light beers. Like you can get like a 24 pack for like $8.
That's for me though.
I'm drinking 4 at one time.
We get a light shipment on Monday.
He's drinking on duels. He said, "Why are you drinking on my beer, man?"
It's tough out here on a Monday.
Non-alcoholic beer.
Steve Austin got 4 duels going crazy. Oh man, this is the fucking beer segment from the My Way promo, where Austin fucking slams it into his chest and the beer goes everywhere, and this is all fucking nuts.
Here's to your health. Here's to your happiness.
Your penis.
Here's to you, Rock, walking down that aisle at WrestleMania as the WWF champion for the very last time. He smashes the beer against Rock's chest, and Austin starts drinking a beer, and Rock takes the mic, and Austin has little beer juice going down his face.
That
Dude,
one face is crazy.
Yeah. It feels like it's like an iconic shot on accident.
Yeah.
Rock says, "Well, that was a fine toast." A fine speech. But The Rock has a toast of his own. Here's to your health. Here's to your happiness. And here is to getting your ass whooped at WrestleMania. And then Rock smashes the beer in Austin. And the people in the front row get doused with beer. They're all like, "Oh, what the
hell
fuck?
yeah, they do.
What the fuck, man?" And I feel like, does Austin crumple up the beer can?
Yeah, it's like that.
crushes
It's like
it.
that Arthur gif with his fist. You know, he's making a fist.
I thought I was like, he's crumpling it to punch him with it. I don't remember him punching him with the beer can.
no,
He crumples his, and
drops
then The
it.
Rock crumples his too.
Oh, okay. And then they just
They're
start
getting
fucking
real
throwing.
angry.
They are
Yeah.
throwing down here. The crowd's losing it. You can see Vince in the background like a fucking animated character flipping the fuck out.
They're throwing punches. All I can hear in my head is my way or the highway.
I know, man.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I hear every time.
Vince is screaming for help. Austin and Rock are going at it. And here comes the WWF mid-card to fucking break it up. And then the referees.
Yeah.
This is so good, man.
Yeah.
Like these are two of the best ever in a fucking promo battle that ends in a brawl, and it goes into one of the craziest. It goes into when wrestling died. So like this is the end of wrestling pretty much
It's
here.
Yeah.
This is the week wrestling died. No joke.
It couldn't get any better than this. You're right.
This is it, man.
Sunday, it's
WCW
over.
gets bought.
It's over.
WrestleMania 17 this weekend. Rock and Austin are done. That's it, man.
The cops come out as Austin and Rock are falling over the barricade fighting.
Bobby Roode
Sean
and Ken
Stasiak's out here to
Anderson.
stop the fight.
Sean Stasiak. Oh, fuck, man. He's about to snitch, too.
He's got something to say.
He's got a tape
the
recorder.
The boys are making us drink pee backstage.
That's just Taker.
Hey. The camera catches them backstage as they all get carried to the back. Austin gets shoved in one locker room. Rock gets shoved into another, still talking shit. It's just tremendous, man. I love that they follow them to the back, too.
They put them in the separate rooms.
Separate rooms,
Pretty
yeah.
cool, man. I
Yeah.
like that a lot.
Me too.
So perfect, literally perfect segment. You couldn't ask. This probably sold 1 million pay-per-views, I'm sure.
Oh, my God. Hell yeah.
This was just beautiful. We go backstage. Vince is with Trish and says, "Man, this has been a fucking horrible week. This is a horrible week. WrestleMania coming up. I don't know what the fuck's going on. I lost WWE Shane. My jaw hurts."
Lost my main event. And then he looks on the CRT TV. I don't know if it was labeled WWF or not, so I don't know what show if he knew what he was watching. But Shane is talking to Jericho. And this is like this felt like a Here Comes the Pain cutscene. What the hell is that? What are Shane and Chris Jericho talking about? That's what
This
he just
must be the
says.
closed circuit feed. What was he watching?
Yeah, we didn't see that. You're right. I didn't even think of that.
What were we
How did I see
watching? He had
that?
the Chris Jericho feed on TV.
The Geritron he had in his fucking office.
Yeah, what the hell on the CRT? Crazy,
This was the
man.
the darkest office I've ever seen Vince in. By the way, he looked like he was in a man cave. It was
Yeah,
just
they
fucking
like put up
blacked out.
a tarp on the back wall and 2 lights, and they said this will work.
This is office now.
We have the WWF Overdrive of the Week.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Dude, the fucking dog in a suit pops up. I'm already losing. I'm like, whoa, look at that fucking dog. Overdrive of the week. Ah, fuck.
Paul Heyman said that on College. I mean, I like that talking dog.
I love that talking doggy. Yeah.
WWF Overdrive of the Week, which is a Greyhound advertisement, by the way.
Yeah, go to hell, Greyhound. That's
Matt
why
hits
he
the Twist of
did not
Fate on
succeed.
Edge but Rhino gores him and then gores Lita straight to hell.
Fucking hell, dude. What the fuck?
So we get Matt Hardy versus Rhino up next. This is Rhino's very first singles match in the WWF.
Is that right? Was the gore to Lita and Matt his debut or no?
Yes, it was.
It was
his debut. Yes.
Oh, that's fucking cool. You could also probably tell it was his debut because Paul Heyman will not stop talking about him being the last ECW champion.
That's my guy.
Paul, stop! Shut up!
Christian is out here. Ian Sear with Rhino. Jeff is with Matt, obviously. Lita not here because she was gored into oblivion.
Matt and Jeff are in WrestleMania 17 jerseys as well, which I also
Everybody
love.
is.
Yeah.
Everybody has these
Regal
jerseys.
is, yeah.
Christian out here with the big-ass Willy Wonka glasses. This is the greatest wrestler that's ever lived.
Let's bring it back.
Rhino is... I don't know if a lot of people regard him in like a super positive way, like as a worker long term. They just kind of remember the gore.
Yeah.
He's wow, what a great, fantastic worker.
And he looks like a fucking wrestler too, man. This guy is fucking 16x9. He is a wide fucker, man. This guy is crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. His TNA stuff was a lot of fucking fun too.
Hell yeah,
to be
man.
honest with you.
It's so I will say this till I'm blue in the fucking face. I swear I've said this on the show. If not, I've said it on stream. How the fuck did Vince not see Rhino hitting that gore on The Rock and The Rock selling it like the craziest thing ever and not say, whoa, that was do it again on pay-per-view? Like, what the fuck?
Because he had to hear Paul Heyman every week.
Yeah, you're right. Paul
It's not worth it, man. It's just not fucking worth it.
Yeah, I can't hear it anymore. You're right. Actually, you're the fucked up part is, I know we're laughing. That probably is right.
Yeah, probably. Rhino does the fucking Joshi boot scrape, which is like insane.
That was awesome.
Rhino does the corner boot and he goes, it's the feed into the corner and then you take the boot.
Yes.
Rhino bumps like this is WrestleMania. Like he is at WrestleMania. He looks like he just got shot.
Yeah.
Matt Hardy hits a fucking flying clothesline here.
Oh my God, I know.
Rhino misses a gore. Matt hits the twist of fate, but E&C distract the referee. No.
Well, was it that? Or was it they were fighting with Jeff on the floor, right? Was that what it was? Edge was fighting with Jeff, I think?
They get up on the apron.
That's right.
And then Christian, as the ref goes over to Edge, because that's the one Jeff was able to get. Christian comes in the ring, hits the Unprettier on Matt. They call it the Unprettier. I said, yes. And then Rhino pins him.
Nice. Fuck you.
Yeah, there you go. Rhino, debut match wins. That's
good
cool.
for him. Yeah, but it is not over. It is not over just yet.
This is WrestleMania season, baby.
Yeah, we got to send this one home.
Edge and Christian get a ladder out. But Jeff ends up hitting them both with a chair, grabs the ladder, and then him and Matt run it into Edge and Christian.
And Rhino, too. They fucking annihilate fucking Rhino with it. Christian
Rhino
gets
takes
hit with
a lot.
Yeah, he gets his shit.
Oh, yeah, he takes a twist of fate
time.
onto a chair and the swanton as well.
Yeah, it is, dude. There's more. Matt then tells Jeff to get the tables, Dudley style, and then the Dudleys come out.
Pyro and everything fighting. Too. Holy shit!
They come out in jeans.
I love this look for them, by the way. This is like that casual look. I love Devon's look here is awesome.
There was no reason for them to come out here, really, though. They could have just let them do their spot.
You don't get to do the tables. That's our thing.
They just come out to fuck up the Hardys because they wanted the 3D. And Rhino takes the 3D.
Done it.
Rhino takes the 3D through the table.
Yeah, he gets fucked by every team here.
Well, Cole on commentary says it was revenge for Brother Spike. So I guess Rhino probably fucked him up some other night. Maybe on Raw
probably
or something.
ECW or something.
Yeah, well, that fucking absolutely is fucking true. God damn it.
Dude, it sounded like the Dudleys had a remix song on their outro.
It did sound a little weird, didn't it?
I don't know if the EQ was different or something, but yeah, that sounded crazy. I don't know.
They're trying to figure it out. Jim Johnson was wiki.
He was playing around with it backstage.
Dick Johnston.
Dick Johnston.
Johnston.
We go backstage. Vince asked Chris Jericho if he was talking to Shane earlier.
My son?
Jericho says,
are you talking to my son?
Yeah, it was.
Well, you know, you're under contract with the WWF, don't you? You know that.
He goes, I'm the Intercontinental Champion, Vince. Yes, I know that.
I was just shooting the breeze, Junior. I'm not Junior. That was the important part here.
And Jericho just goes, wow. Backstage again, Vince asked Trish for a favor. Says, can you compete in a match tonight? Trish says, well, I don't really have my gear. And Vince says, whatever. You're going to face Ivory in a Braun Pennies match.
Not for the title.
All right.
For my amusement.
He does that for my amusement.
And Trish says, you know, anything for the right cause. I want to help you out. And Vince says, you got a bra on, right? And she said, yeah. Yeah, you got panties on? She has to check. She goes, yeah. All right, get out of there.
You got bra and panties and a shirt and pants on? That turns me on.
You wearing clothes? Oh,
layers.
yeah, I love clothes.
Triple H segment.
No way, Undertaker segment. Keep rolling.
No way. He comes out on the motorcycle. It's fucking Triple H.
Oh, fuck.
With the hat.
With the gloves.
Triple H on the motorcycle. Stephanie comes out. Gives Triple H a sledgehammer.
Wait, you're missing the greatest Paul Heyman line. That's the Undertaker dressed up like Triple H.
I did not hear that.
I didn't hear that
And then JR, was it Michael Cole goes, no, that's actually Triple H. And then,
Yeah, you dumbass.
Paul Heyman goes, yeah, you're real quick here. You figured it out all in one.
You know, Michael Cole felt like a smacked ass after that. That was genuine.
So Stephanie gives Triple H a sledgehammer. He destroys the fucking motorcycle, and he takes his time here too.
Dude, this felt like eternity. Like he makes sure to chip off every piece of this motherfucker.
Now you know what's crazy here?
What's that?
You know what's crazy here is that they had to have a 20-minute promo at the start, and then he also had to have a promo or like a segment later on for this.
Something later.
Did y'all really we could skip the first
Well,
part?
they couldn't have done the first because they had to get Taker arrested so that they could mess
Taker-
with the fight.
He has a
Taker-
restraining order already.
Well, I made some calls.
Call a lawyer and the bell's
I'm already out of there. I'm out of there
911.
already. Tony, yeah, you got to get Undertaker out of there. Come on, man. Think about it.
It's a restraining order. You can't
It's-
show up tonight, man.
No,
I'm showing up.
They had to get continuity. The Triple H had to cut 20 minutes so that they could do this bike segment.
I bet
call
that's
the
exactly
cops.
what Triple H said.
Yeah, I know.
You're right.
So Regal tells Deborah to go
Get
to
this
Vince.
one up your career.
He also, not only does he fuck this motorcycle off, he shoves it off the stage.
Well, almost doesn't.
I thought he was going with it. Is how fucked up this
It
guy.
like teetered. It teetered for a second. He was like, "Oh shit!"
And then does
and
the
then it went
Undertaker fist taunt on the stage. And
Drops the
that's-
sledgehammer on top of the bike, too.
Fuck you, man.
Regal tells Deborah, "Please go to Vince's office." She's like, "Okay."
Regal in no pants,
The
WrestleMania jersey.
WrestleMania jersey
Jersey
only.
on.
No underwear, nothing.
What
Just
the hell's going on
WrestleMania
here?
shirt.
Little Regal dick. What are you going on here, man?
The WWF burn of the week.
So many of the weeks, man.
Yeah, there's a lot here. The Rock hits the stunner on Steve Austin on Raw as porn music plays in the background. Okay.
I'm burning.
Sweet.
Don't you think the burn of
Backstage.
the week would have been better if it was Shane buying WCW and then the boot of the
We
week
already
would
did that.
Yeah, I
The
think-
boot
I
of the
think he's
week
right.
could have been the boot of the week could have been the stunner
The
and
boot of the week should have been Shane walking out, and the burn of the week is Shane saying that he bought WCW.
Boot of the week is him showing up in the limo. Of course.
with the nitro license plate.
Tonight. Yeah.
Dude, you know that WWF is getting like $5 million
Holy
for these
fuck,
segments,
yeah.
dude.
Just put whatever.
The burn of the week is The Rock. Whatever.
The smack of the night is Trish
Smack
walking to
ass
the
of the
ring.
night.
Yeah.
Backstage, Vince meets with Deborah. Vince tells Deborah that what he is about to do is not personal. Do not get it twisted. I still hate Stone Cold's guts.
I hate your husband. This is not personal, but I fucking hate your husband. I hope he dies.
Vince said it is not because of that. It is not definitely not because he almost ruined the WrestleMania main event. It is definitely not because he almost busted my jaw in two. It's only because she didn't do her job, so she is no longer the manager of The Rock.
You are no longer the man. You've relieved of your duties of manager of The Rock, and The Rock comes in and he says, William Regal likes to be relieved in his mouth.
And Deborah said that's true.
Deborah says, that isn't fair. And Vince says, sometimes life isn't fair. That was enough for her. She's all right. I guess that makes
That's all
sense.
she said tonight was every segment. That's not fair. Well, that's not fair. Well, that's not fair.
I don't agree.
You're out of here. You're
I
out of here.
disagree.
Trish Stratus versus Ivory, bra and panty style up next.
No way. No way am I going to be in this match. And she says, I am not participating in this degrading bra and panties match. Boo! Fuck.
Because she was about to come out and do the right to censor salute.
No.
Ivory comes out. She's in right to censor, so she says there's no way she's participating in this match. Ivory comes to the ring. Trish attacks Ivory. Ivory rips off Trish's shirt by accident, and then tries to put it back on her.
That is so sick. That is fucking awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love that.
Yeah, me too.
Chyna comes down to the ring. Huge pop for Chyna here.
Bandana.
Bandana Chyna comes down to the ring,
go.
pulls Ivory off Trish, and then rips all of Ivory's clothes off.
Rips her fucking shirt and pants off. What the fuck?
Beast mode.
Who wins? Trish wins?
Chyna
I don't
won.
know.
Chyna wins.
Nobody wins. I don't even know if that's down in the history books, Matt. I don't even know if
That
that's a
isn't
match,
in the
honestly.
records, man. We're not keeping track of this.
Yeah, we got to. We got to start doing
Oh yeah,
it.
then they make fun of Ivory because she's wearing regular underwear, not a thong or anything. They're like, oh, she's wearing
Oh my God! Look at you in your shirt and your pants.
Look at her
and skirt and
drawers.
your- Get your drawers on out there. Your shirt and your pants, your eyes. Chris Jericho and Kane are walking backstage.
Holy fuck! This is Jericho. Jericho's walking backstage, and then they show Kane, and Kane walks through his own little red hallway.
It looks
It did
sweet
him
when
so
they,
bad.
It looks sweet when they showed like the close up of Kane walking through this red tunnel.
pan out.
Then they pan out. It's just a little tunnel.
Why did they pan out, man? Come on.
I couldn't stop fucking laughing.
Why'd they pan out, man? Hey, Kane, come drink some pee.
Okay. Got a little slot here for it.
You know when you see a red tunnel like that, you just have to go through it. It's just one of those things. Like as a kid, you know, you see something like that, you just gotta walk through
Hell
it. Kane was
yeah.
just like that. You gotta go through
Kane
this
is
tunnel.
only 33 years old here.
You think they were sending? You think they were sending Kane home early from school? Why didn't we get that side of it? Taker got sent home, but what is Kane still in the yard hanging out with the boys?
Yeah, Kane liked to play games, you know.
We actually saw in the SJ's Live.
No. Not see no evil. Kane never went to
We
school.
saw Kane
Never went to school. He was just hanging out in a cage, butt naked, little dick.
That movie is not a documentary of Kane's life, okay?
Is it not?
Wait,
No,
it's
it
not.
is not.
Have
Okay.
they ever came out and said that Kane's name in the WWF for shoot is Glenn Jacobs? Or is it always just assumed Kane? Because it could be Jacob Goodnight and you don't know.
That's true. Something to think about. William Regal and Big Show versus Chris Jericho and Kane is up next.
Oh,
You know,
no.
the WrestleMania match they got to set up for the biggest hardcore match of all time, you know?
Because what is it? It's Regal and Jericho at Mania? And
Yeah, I
then
think so.
Right.
Big
right.
Show and Kane and,
And
Raven. Okay.
What about Raven? Regal says Jericho has besmirched him for the last time. He soiled his tea and jumped him from behind.
And I liked it.
Regal says, I will become the IC champion at WrestleMania.
What happened to Regal's eye? I feel like there's a run here up to Mania 17 where Regal just has a fucked up eye, and I don't know if I ever found out why.
He's from the tea, man.
It just pops your
Pissed he
blood
made his
vessels
eye go weird.
in your eye. That's like pink eye.
He got something got. Jericho, okay. Jericho is Intercontinental Champion with the fucking beast tights.
God.
With the Girltron.
Based.
Ain't nobody stopping this fucking
No
guy,
way.
man. Come on now.
There's also a sign
Big-
in the crowd that says spot of P, Regal.
This is a huge angle back in the
It
day, man.
was.
This
It was
was a
over.
really big angle. Big Show wrestling in the weirdest fucking singlet I've ever seen. It looked like he was wearing a Hanes fucking tank top
It did look weird.
with trunks.
He's also wearing elbow pads, which I feel like was also weird. It
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Big Show, come on, man.
was Mania season. He didn't want to jeopardize.
Mania season. This is Big Show after one cup of PT.
Well,
Big Show gorilla presses Jericho above the turnbuckle and then drops him face first on the
Fuck.
fucking ground.
fuck,
Crazy.
man. He launches him down. Also, during this, Michael Cole is reminding people to set their clocks ahead an hour so you don't miss WrestleMania. That's fucking crazy,
Fuck,
man.
I missed it.
Holy shit.
I missed the whole
Well,
show.
you're late. You can't tune in now. You missed the beginning part, you know?
Of course
Like
not.
fucking
I'm not
9.
paying.
I'm not. You don't fucking. I haven't changed what?
Set your clocks ahead, you idiot.
Kane does a straight up vertical suplex, man. I don't know what the hell is going on.
He also just starts hitting combos on Regal.
Kane's
He's
nuts.
going crazy here, man.
Kane goozles Show for the choke slam, but Regal stops him. Show then goozles Kane and Jericho stops him. Jericho stops him with a top rope missile drop kick.
That he doesn't bump for, I don't think, does he?
No, I don't think so.
He just teeters, and then Kane clotheslines Big Show over the top rope.
Jericho locks in the walls of Jericho, but Show gets back in and choke slams him.
Big fucking choke slam, man.
Yeah,
Double
hey,
pump.
Show might have looked crazy here, man, but he was working.
Hell yeah, it's Mania season.
Kane then hits the Kane line on Show. Show bumps like a sack of bricks. Crazy shit here, man.
What a fucking collision. Holy shit,
Yeah,
man.
that was
rattled
absurd.
him. That rattled him to his core, I think. I don't think he was expecting all that.
No comment goes, hey, it's Raven.
I like Just Bring It commentary. What is Raven doing here tonight?
He doesn't know either because Kane knocks him down. This was the... Kane knocks down Raven.
Raven's here to fucking get involved, and he gets bumped, and then we don't see him again.
Raven apparently brought down a fire extinguisher, so now William Regal hits Jericho right in the fucking forehead with his fire extinguisher, man.
That shit was crazy. I was also stun locked for a solid 10 seconds trying to figure out where the fuck William Regal got a fire extinguisher from.
It had to be Raven.
It absolutely was, yeah. But they didn't, like, when we see Raven, he's like just getting up onto the apron, so he must have had to fucking throw this fucking fire extinguisher or something, man.
Regal locks in the Regal stretch on Jericho, and Jericho taps. Regal does not let go of the Regal stretch here, and of course, Show on the outside hits the final cut on Kane. They go, that's the final cut.
Okay.
Raven was knocked down from earlier, by the way. Hey, it's Raven. Raven then tries attacking Big Show, and then Throw just pushes him into the steps.
Just pushes him into the stairs, and then that's it.
Man.
That's it.
We're out.
Raven just jabronied twice.
Raven is the hardcore champion right now, by the way. Fuck you, Raven.
He hasn't even been there a year.
That's rough. He looks great, too, by the way.
He looks awesome.
I'm kind of glad it works out like this because he has some really fun TNA stuff.
Dude, I mean, during the weekly pay-per-views, like, Raven, that, honestly, man, I don't know how many people saw it, but the build-up to Jarrett and Raven, I actually thought was fucking awesome.
Dude, that was probably one of his better matches ever, really.
Yeah,
I think so, too, yeah.
The match and everything. And then, like, even stuff after that, stuff he was doing with fucking Sabu, even, like, and he gets scalped, sadly, but, like, that was fucking crazy visual, at least, like.
Oh, dude, the way that they cut was, like, oh my god, that was fucked up.
I wish those shows weren't so fucking long, because I'd love for us to cut. Maybe we'll have to, like, find a week we can fucking do that, because there's a bunch of, like, probably, like, all-timer stuff on those weeklies. It's just they're, like, long as fuck.
They were well done, too, honestly.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the production was probably better on some of those shows than it was later on.
Probably, yeah. They gave up.
And, of course, we get the My Way promo.
Holy fuck, man. Yeah, this is, this video is, like, you see stuff, regurgitated online and, like, on Twitter. You'll see it on, like, Squared Circle a million times, just people posting the same video. And it's like, okay, yeah, I've seen this a bunch. It's cool. But, man, like, this, I don't know if this could ever possibly get old. I have seen this, probably not kidding, 1,000 times or more. Like, not joking. Like,
I remember nights where I just have it on repeat. Oh, it's awesome.
It's, like, and it is so fucking good. Like, it is the epitome of wrestling hype videos for me. Like, it's unbelievable.
They edited most of that at the end, like,
from the show.
How?
Yeah.
Well, SmackDown was taped, right? So they had to.
You know what? I didn't even think of that. You're right.
Yeah, you dumbass.
Wow, less.
But they could have done it though, because they did Mania. They always edit like the.
I was gonna say they probably did do it live, like at the night. They had to do it.
But they had that part with the beers, the iconic beer shot where they clanked the beers in there.
Fucking great fucking video.
That's like one of my favorite parts of the promo.
Yeah.
After the My Way promo, we have a backstage segment with Kevin Kelly meeting up with Steve Austin backstage. Austin says, bleepity bleep, 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 bleep. WWF champion bleep.
This whole setup has been bleep bloop from the start. Vince makes my wife, bloop. The Rock's manager, bleep bloop. Look at me, you son of a bloop. The bottom line is
horseshit. You stupid son of a bitch. Yeah. Something like that.
Stone Cold needs to be WWF champion. Stupidly bloopity bloop bloop. And he fucking launches his fucking bag as he leaves. And now that I think about it, why did he bring his gear back?
He was going to open up a can of whoop ass.
He wasn't wrestling on this
He's got beer in there. That's all he's got in his bag.
Oh, fuck.
There's just Bush and Bud Light in there.
Bleep bloop. Bloopity bloop bloop, son. Yeah, so, I guess a little foreshadowing for WrestleMania there, because I've had enough, son.
Yeah, and that's it, man.
And then wrestling died.
Yeah, legit that weekend. WCW was bought on Monday and wrestling died on Sunday.
It's like Jesus.
I was gonna say Solomon Grundy, but I guess that works.
Yeah, I think
too.
it's the same. One and the same when you think about it.
You really get down to it, yeah.
It's a fun show, man. It's fun go home show. Like a lot of fucking bullshit. Like these guys are crazy. Like you said, I mean, as you said at the top, like they knew they could do whatever, man, because you are going nowhere. For
sure Triple H said we could do it all.
I want to be on there twice. What the fuck, man?
That's crazy. Wow.
That's insane. I'm trying to see what the rating was for this SmackDown.
Probably 9.4 or something.
I was gonna say that'd be something fucking nuts. It says 4.9, but then it says 7.0. So I don't know what the.
I believe 7.
Let's just add them together, and that's probably it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, man.
The craziest part is like WCW died, and then all those fans just said, "Yeah, whatever, man."
I'm over this. Fuck this WWF shit.
really?
I want wrestling.
There you go. Wrestling died, and that's it. That's the whole